got
Go! That was it!
It's alive!
Woo!
Exhaust attached. I'm like, you're opening a door. So the exhaust, I didn't know there wasn't. I wasn't thinking about it. I'm like, there's no exhaust going out that way. And we're open the door.
Diesel.
I don't know, Keegan. It's still smoking like it was. Oh.
Back to you. Jim, I'm putting your coffee.
I think you just got the cold open, buddy. You just did it again. Hi-ho, Keegan the Vlog here, back with the Barn Find Mark II Jetta Turbo Diesel. Quick recap, we got this literal barn find back in the spring of 2021 as a non-runner. Previous owner indicated it may be hydro-locked, which made us believe it really had piston-to-valve contact, and that what was keeping it locked up. Turns out he was wrong. After checking the timing, we put a battery in it, and it fired right up. We did, however, find large quantities of raw oil coming out of the exhaust. We initially thought that was from the turbocharger, but it continued after we removed the turbo. We deduced it had to be going through the valves to reach the exhaust port, so we removed the head, thinking possibly head gasket failure or even a cracked head. We didn't find anything obvious, so we continued to tear down the head, looking for anything that would explain this large quantity of oil coming out of the exhaust. We did find excessive play in the valve seals. We think it's possible this could explain the quantity of raw oil in the exhaust, so we ordered an entire gasket and seal kit and planned to have the machine shop install new guides for us. Well, the machine shop wanted to do an entire valve job, not just the guides, and quoted us $700. Well, that's what we paid for the car, plus we could get a brand new head from a reputable source for just about that. So our plan was to leave the guides alone, put the seals on. Here's what happened to that plan.
Yes. You drive them out that way. So all this shoulder right here is going to keep it aligned. You freeze this thing, it'll almost fall in. We're going to throw a hot dog down the hallway.
Okay. So Ivan is convinced us that we're going to go ahead and knock these things out. And what the
It's a wear part.
$700 Volkswagen. Let's it up.
It's 15 degrees. What else we got?
Yeah.
To do?
So in the very first episode of this channel, I said do not use this as a how-to guide. That is good advice. This is not what you should be doing. We have nothing to lose here. So this head is unusable in its current condition. What we really need is a drift that fits into the guide, but has a shoulder that is just as large as the outside diameter of the guide to do this properly. One ringy dingy.
Hey!
Is it nice? Oh, it is nice and warm in here.
Ah!
So you convinced him.
Yeah.
Devil on his shoulder. Devil on his shoulder. We got this.
And it came out okay?
Well, take a look. We could have done better.
Well, you got 7.
There weren't any big chips of aluminum that came out, right? So seems like if you could get something with a sharp shoulder, it would be better.
Sure. Let's fire up the lathe, man. Let's
Do it. All right.
Let's see. This is your.
It'll hold up long enough. All right. Let's cut a shoulder in it. Lathe going.
The other interesting thing is
We're gonna have to bleep the out of this one.
One of the other interesting schemes that I saw people doing with a VW diesel head was they took it and they threaded the inside of the thing and of the valve guide, put a bolt in there with a nut on here and pulled it out that way.
So we start the process of cutting this sacrificial tool down to size. It's going to have a front part of it that fits inside of the guide and then a shoulder that's just large enough to fit around the outside diameter of the guide and fit through the bore inside the head.
By the way, you discovered that
You're wearing gloves.
Yes. Oh. 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 The tool retriever.
All right, that looks much better.
Because we're homo habilis, tool makers.
That looks much better. Okay, so we just dick the edge of that one up a little bit.
Did it?
That one looks much better.
Good.
No, this one looks fine.
Hey, I shot WD-40 in it.
It
too.
was, man. Oh, Steve. Having the right tools is nice.
Came right out.
Oh, good.
That one didn't move at all, did it?
No, but I want to
It
make sure.
usually took
Yeah, a couple
3
of
hits.
Yeah, one thing I was thinking is they were talking about the noises it makes as it suddenly breaks loose.
Touch. That's the touch. All right, you want to do the honors?
Let's pick her up.
See what came out. Oh.
Holes look good from here.
Yeah, they do. Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing better than taking a hammer to precision stuff.
I know, right?
It's a wear part. That's the only reason I wouldn't touch it. If it wasn't, as we talked about yesterday, if that wasn't bronze or brass or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, it's
I'd
right
say-
here then. Okay. So walk me through this thing here.
So essentially what we're going to do is pretend this is one of the new ones. You put that on the thing there, stick it in the hole, and whack away.
Okay.
They're gonna go right in.
I think so. Perfect.
It's your tool, Steve. It'll be the first one.
Yeah. So that's a line.
Who's the whacker?
I'm the
Yeah,
whacker.
not me.
Who's the whacker?
And you know, these are unusual in that they actually have,
Can you get
have
the
a
tool
shoulder.
out?
There it is.
And I think this even comes through on the audio on this recording here. You can hear it when it bottoms. It sounds just a little bit different than the rest of the hits. Wait for it.
That's it.
Put your finger.
Really
I
thick
just
ones.
eyeballed it.
Been using the
First
first
one
for a long time.
Right
Yeah,
in.
as long as you don't poke a hole in them.
And this is very satisfying, so everybody takes a turn.
Take a touch, Steve.
So
Oh, sure,
what
yeah,
we're
let me do
doing,
one.
take the old one, put it on there.
It is toasty in here.
It goes in right nice.
Eyeballed it. First touch, you feel the seat.
Pop, pop.
You want to see the action?
This one right here. Yeah, that one's too tight,
Okay.
I think. Yeah, no, that one's fine. The spring will bring that back just fine.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that one's loose as a goose. There's a funny little stiction in the beginning, but I don't have any problem with that one. And this one's gonna be fine with the spring behind it.
Now you're
Okay.
inside it.
That one seems fine.
Too tight.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think they're okay. I mean, they'll wear in a little bit. They're not. I don't think they're going to stick open. As they older. And we'll know actually. We put the valve springs on and everything, and whack them with a hammer if they come right back. I was going to say the thing to do now would be to lap all the valves
Yep.
in, and
Then
then
clean,
take everything apart, and clean
Clean
it
it.
again. And,
clean everything again.
Chapter 36, Grinding Valves. 2 hours later. Yep. QC man.
So the order is with the head the other way, so you can search valves. It's with these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I do remember it was disassembled with the glow plugs and the injectors facing me, so that's...
At this point.
Back to the parts washer.
We do all the other punches and grips and stuff.
Beautiful.
For the next time.
That's a high-tech tool we built there. I like it.
Ring-a-dingies. 3 ring-a-dingies. Now, getting these keepers on is going to be...
That usually is the most fun part. Oh, I put the
spring
spring
compressor.
compressor away, so.
So the trick, instead of buying the special tool to put these valve seals on, was to use a 13mm socket. Looks like it goes right in, fits right in there, real nice. And that should work. So the washer and the seat go in there first. All right, so I put the little washer and the bottom seat for the spring in first.
Okay. Do you need to push on the valve?
Is there a washer that has to go on for the spring?
There's
for
a
the
washer
seal?
and a bottom piece
Oh, okay.
for the spring, and that's in for the first one here.
Notice how many times we discuss the order of operations here with the flat washer and the seat for the bottom of the spring going into the bore before the seal. Just note that.
The little plastic thing on the end of the valve, and that allows this to slip
Slide
over the
over
top
like Teflon?
past the grooves for the keepers.
So you push the valve to the bottom, put that over the valve.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you're fine. Let's see.
Does that make sense? Does it fit?
Makes perfect sense. Teflon.
Where's our little tool? Where's our little tool go at?
Should. I had really bad luck with valve seals on the Corvair.
Yeah, but this doesn't have to fit inside a recess. That just seats, right?
Yeah. Think
It's
it's
seated.
good? Okay.
It's seated.
So this little guy fits over top of the valve, like that valve
all the way
stem like
down?
that. Yeah, that's fine. And then we take this little guy here and like that. Take our socket and go.
Smooth.
Yep.
Now, are you following what's going on here? We just had a discussion about the order of operations, and look inside that bore and all the rest of them.
Working?
Last one.
Wow.
Smooth.
Wow.
That little Teflon nipple is nice. Goes right over top.
Excellent.
Oh, you know what I didn't do though? I didn't put any of the washers or seats on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Push them back out.
Well, hang on.
If they went on easily, they should come off.
Spoiler alert, they didn't come off easy.
Legendary day. So they go over the top?
Yeah, see, I'm afraid I'm going to damage those seals if I play with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We should probably take them out, right?
None of them got done?
The first one did,
Okay.
but I'm an idiot. Dump it out. Dump it
I
out.
think you could take them out and put them back in, but still, it's not right.
All right, so what's going on here is I'm a dumbass. I just talked to you about putting the spring seat in first. And I did that on the first one. And then we proceeded to tap home all of the new valve seals without putting those seats in first. So we got to take all of them off. Luckily, because I'm a pack rat of Volkswagen parts, I have another set. This is not a how-to video. Let me say that again. I'm saying that.
Yeah, come on down. There's clear.
Just want to point out that these bolts came lubricated. So if you get some that aren't lubricated, you need to put some oil on them, some lubricating oil on them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's the torque order starting at 40 Newton meters. All right, that was 40 Newton meters. Now we got to do the same thing to go up to 60 Newton meters. 9 and 10. Okay, so now we got to go a half turn past that. So I'm going to do it in 2 steps. I'm going to do 2 quarter turns, the same pattern, so 2 more times. Boop. 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 That's it. All right, the head is on and torqued. Good times.
I think it's for the best we say goodbye. It's funny we see eye to eye.
Okay, we've got to put 180 Newton meters of force on the crank pulley.
Good thing you brought a 220-pound guy.
Just showing you how we...
Is anything spinning? Well, why does this feel like
Are you on the right pulley?
Oh, it's in neutral. 5th gear, please. Trust it. All right, we're gonna put 220 on the 137.
I don't know what that means, but
I'm 220.
oh.
You know how much.
Woo! Look at that. Look at the whole car move. There it goes.
All right. And that is. It's not. Yeah. On the cylinder.
Huh. Yeah.
I bet you once we do this again, you do another compression test, it'll be back down to 125.
Oh, we didn't compression test this car.
Oh, which one compression test?
That was, no, it was his.
Oh, we're talking about the Renault.
the Renault.
I'm sorry, I'm confused by the two cars. I've been thinking about it all week. I'm
They
like,
both are white.
It's always been the kill switch. Yeah.
What is that from?
From our adventures with the Tatra.
Oh, yes, that's
is
right.
that kill switch? There were two fuses.
Bear with me for a moment.
Are you on?
Wait,
It
not
looked
yet.
like a proprietary
Okay, I am
Volkswagen
now.
box.
Do
Okay,
whatever
Jim.
Cycle.
Cycle. Nothing?
Nothing.
Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, cool.
So two blown fuses.
Is this fueling? What do we got going on here?
Are you working
Try-
with throttle, Jim?
Yeah.
Try it with the throttle when you turn it over with the throttle part way open. Maybe.
Just part way open. Yeah,
Okay.
just like that.
Okay. Oh, and you could hear it click.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
We're good.
So we can check.
All right, so we think we just had the pump timing off. It was overfueled. We reset the pump timing to be within spec. It was a little advanced. Actually, it should have ran that way, but we'll see.
So I guess the fix for that.
Go for it. Nope. Same condition, isn't it? Okay, well, we dicked up the pump timing something awful when we were messing around, so I think we...
Retime the pump and then.
Yeah, but let's pull it in to retime the pump, yeah.
That lever creeps in.
We're missing something.
Pushing that lever in so it doesn't fuck us later.
Yep. Let's turn it off. Let me just take a look inside that. Here's...
Belching oil.
Well, not like it was before. No. No, there's soot, but there is no raw oil.
Positive movement.
So it's a positive movement. We're not there yet, folks. We're not there.
It's a fuel problem.
I think we have a fueling problem. Ha! All right, this is going to have to wait until next week. There is going to be yet another part to this series. Will this thing go to RADWood? I don't know. Stay tuned to find out.